All right, so the first step of this manicure is to soak your nails. So this is what my nails look like right now. Just awful. So we're gonna soak them, and soaking them is going to soften up the cuticle so you can remove it easier. I put a little bit of soap in mine. You know, it doesn't really matter what soap you use as long as it's gentle. Just to, I don't know, make sure they're really nice and clean. So you just want your fingertips in there, soak them probably about 5 to 10 minutes, just until you get your desired softness. The softer you get it, the easier it is going to be to remove those cuticles. Right, so once you've soaked your hands in water and soap for warm water and soap for about 10 minutes, you can take them out and pat them on a towel and move your bowl over. So I'm just going to make sure they're dry. And what I'm gonna do next is take my cuticle remover, softener and remover. It is by Super Nail. I'm gonna shake it a little bit. Okay, and I'm gonna go directly on the nail. Can use about that much. And I rub it in all of my nails like this. Just like that. And then I'm gonna get it on my other nails. Make sure it's all rubbed in. Okay. All right, now I'm gonna let that sit for maybe about 5 or so minutes. This is optional, but since I wanna get the very best result, I'm gonna do this extra step today. And now I will be taking this tool right here. I'm gonna use this end to push the cuticle back and this end to scrape a little bit. And then once I've done that, I'm gonna take these cuticle cutters to cut my cuticles. Okay, so now that I've finished pushing back my cuticles and removing them, I'm going to take a nail file. This is the one from Beetles Gel Polish, 100 to 180 grit. And I'm going to be roughing up the nail surface. I do not have much nail right now, so I don't need to file my actual nail. But if you did need to, this is when you would do so. So this is all I'm gonna do. Just rough it out. You don't want it to be smooth or else your gel will not stick. So, and then what you can do after that is take a buffer. This one's just old. I'm taking this orange side right here. Okay, and if there are any spots you need to go in a second time, you can do that. So I'm just gonna be doing that on all of my nails. All right, so now I have completed prepping my nails. One step that I really want to do, but I can't right now because I don't have what I need, is take isopropyl rubbing alcohol and dry out your nail beds. I don't have that right now, so I can't do it. The next thing I'm gonna do is take the Beetles Gel Polish Nail Tips. These are sized 1 through 10. 1 being the biggest, 10 being the smallest. And I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna see which ones fit my nails. So I prefer nails that fit quite tightly to my nail beds because I feel that they stay better. So I'm gonna go in and figure out which ones work for my nails. All right, so I have my nails picked out. This is the thumb, index, middle, ring finger, and pinky. So the next thing that I'm gonna do, hold up, okay. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one, and then this is my Beetles nail glue for the nail tips. So I'm going to wipe off the brush. I don't really want a whole lot. And I'm going to paint that on my nail. So this is a gel glue, which is going to be better for your nails than acrylic would be. I mean, I wouldn't say that it's good for your nail, but it's gonna be a lot less harsh. So I have that on my nail, and this glue is activated by a light. So this is the one that comes in the kit. And at first I was like, oh, I don't need that because I'm just gonna use the gel light I already have. No, you do need it, so that way you can hold the nail on while it cures. So I'm gonna show you how I do it. First, you wanna press down. Now I'm pressing down, I'm making sure there are no bubbles. Okay, I'm holding that, and then pressing it on and holding while I cure the gel. Too long, and like I said, this one is pretty crooked, but I'll be able to fix it. It's not coming off. So it's pretty secure. So there you go. So what I'm gonna go ahead and put all of my nails on, and then I'm gonna be back. So far, I've only done one hand, but I want to go ahead and show you how I clip and file. So personally, I do like long nails. So the thing with this is also a great tool that came in the Beetles kit. And I will have that link down below. So you do like that. Okay, now it's a little crooked, but that's okay, because you're just gonna clip it again anyway. I like my thumb. It's about good. So after this, you're gonna go in and file, but I'm gonna clip the rest. So you can always clip more, but you can't always clip less. Like you can't put them back, you can't put back on, you know? You can always take off, but. So, and also when you go to shape them, you do lose a little bit of length. So just wanna say that too. Yeah, like this one is definitely gonna be too short, but that's okay. That's them clipped. Now the next thing you wanna do is take nail clippers like this. And so I'm gonna go for a round / oval shape. So I'm gonna clip the edges like that. Again, I'm barely clipping. You can always clip more. And also you're gonna be filing, so that gives you some space too. So see how you're cutting kind of a round shape? And here's where if they're crooked, you can fix it with filing and cutting, or at least That's how I do it. Now, since this one I did do a little bit too short, I don't really plan to shape it a whole lot. So okay, that's what they look like, just like a rough placement. Now you're gonna go in with your nail file. I'm just gonna file like this. Okay. Then you're gonna go underneath as well. Okay. And then really this is gonna be helpful later to file the top, because you're gonna be putting gel polish on and you do need to rough up that base again, because gel does not stick that great to smooth surfaces. So now I'll show you again on this nail since it may be a little bit easier to see. Just filing. Going underneath. And the sides as well. Okay, so those are cut, shaped, and filed the nail beds. So the next thing I'm gonna do is go in with my base coat. This is the Candy Coat base coat. Now these are gel, like I said, and definitely wiping off the excess before I put it on the nail. Just get that nice and coated. Okay. I'm gonna take my little light right here, cure it. Now I'm gonna take the color that I've chosen today, which is the Candy Coat, and it is a light purple. This is shade 1001. So I'm gonna just put this base coat to the side right here. And now I'm gonna, okay, just like a light lavender. I'm definitely wiping off the brush. One thing I've learned is if you wipe off the top right here, it helps because there's not gonna be a big glob dripping down. So make sure not only are you wiping off the brush, but like the top part right there. So this side doesn't have that much polish on it because I wiped it off, but this side is what has the polish. So I'm gonna put that on there.
So with gel, it is okay if you get a little bit messy because it's not going to dry until you cure it, which gives you time to really perfect it and only place it exactly where you want it. So. Now, this is the first coat. Just feature that.
Now I'm going in with a second coat. Now my second coat, I'm gonna go in with a little bit more on my brush just because I already know where I'm gonna be placing it since I have done that first coat.
I don't really have to be as careful with the second coat. Now my second coat is on. Just gonna cure that.
So this is just the top coat. The Candy Coat Super Shiny No Wipe top coat. Now what you can do to help make sure your gel polish lasts longer, right there. That's just one way that you can really seal it.
So just evening it out. Making sure it is sealed. Okay. And I'm going to cure it. And now I'm just going to go in and do that with all of my nails. So I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Okay, so now that the color and the top coat are finished, I'm just gonna go around, and if there are any places that need to be buffed out or like fixed, so like right here, I'm just gonna file the edge, make sure it looks nice. So now I'm going to do this hand. There is one thing I want to show you, but other than that, I'm gonna do the rest off camera and show you how I do the aftercare. Whenever you're all right, so back. This is a hidden gem, I believe. This is the Queen Latex Tape Liquid Peel Off Cuticle Guard. So I use this whenever I have to use my non-dominant hand to paint my dominant hand. So I take it off. Now it dries quick, but you literally okay. Now I got a little bit on my actual nail. Guess what? If you mess it up, peel it off and do it again. See how easy that is? You can do it half, then do the other half. Okay, whenever you're painting your dominant hand with your non-dominant hand, you don't have to worry about messing up and getting it everywhere because you have liquid latex tape that once it dries, you can peel it off and it won't get everywhere. So I'm gonna put that on all of my fingers and finish my hand. Okay, so I finished with the polish, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do some aftercare. So I'm gonna wash my hands, put on some lotion, and if you have cuticle oil, you can do that now too. So, all right, so I washed my hands, put some lotion on, and what that did was just hydrate around your cuticles, you know, just freshen them back up. So that's all I have for this video. So thank you guys for watching.